Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Not Your Average Glow Up. This is a safe place where we come and talk all things mental health, spirituality, and quite a bit of tarot. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Samantha. I'm so happy to have you. If you're not new here, I'm finally freaking filming again. Yay! My life has been so freaking chaotic as of recently. I'm a single mom. I moved back in with my parents. I've been working like a full-time job that is just like eating up my entire schedule. I'm burnt out, stressed out, the whole nine. Scout, lay down. Sorry, you'll hear my dogs in the background. I have a golden labradoodle, and then I have a yellow lab. So Tucker is like a golden colored labradoodle, and then Scout is a yellow lab. So you might hear them because they get excited, especially if I do the singing bowl. They might try to sing with me. This is Tuck. You can see his little snoot. Hi, Bubby. Hi. Okay, go lay down. But anyways, this is the first video I'm filming in a very long time because I have just been so stressed out and so burnt out. I have my notes app in my phone just slammed full of video concepts and ideas. I just have not had the energy to film. But today I get to sleep in. I have the house to myself. My girls don't come home until late this afternoon. I did my hair, my makeup, and I'm feeling pretty. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna film, and I'm so excited to do this. I'm gonna go out on a little friend date today with my friend Ashley, hopefully. She might not be able to go, but we're gonna go see the Barbie movie, and then I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna make sushi bake, and then my kids are gonna be here at around 6 o'clock. It's gonna be a great day, and I'm very excited about it. So the intention, thank you for letting me rant. The intention behind today's video is essentially, have you ever met somebody and it's like you're trying to get a read on them, but you just can't get a clear read on what's going on, what are they thinking, what are they feeling, the motivation behind some of their actions. Today's video is going to be titled 222 when I said that. Today's video is going to be what's going on below the surface. So what are you not seeing? What's the intention? What's really going on? It's because sometimes people, especially like neurodivergent people, people with ADHD or autism, or even people who are just highly masking because of, trauma or whatever. Sometimes you can't always, the way they're presenting information to you is not always a very accurate depiction of what's really going on with them under the surface. So I pre-pulled cards because I wanted each pile to be its own unique storyline. I didn't want it to be a bunch of repeat energies, because I do have people that watch my channel and watch every single pile, which, by the way, you're welcome to do that. I love that. 313 on the clock when I said it. I do that a lot with some of my favorite tarot readers just to help support their channel, like Jess Puckett. I always watch her videos all the way through, but I do usually suggest that you pick a specific pile. So that is what we're going to jump into next, the pile selection. I'm going to show you different stones, and then you're going to pick a stone based off of that. 3:33 on the clock. I did not pull song cards or this is my shadow work box, so these are some pretty triggering cards. I haven't done that yet, but if I feel it's necessary, I feel intuitively called to do that, I am going to pull from my shadow work box, because some of those people might be behaving in a way that you can't read because of shadow work, things that are a little bit triggering or trauma or whatever. So, and then I'm only going to pull the song cards if I'm getting indications that this is a love connection, okay? So, that being said, let's jump into our pile selection. Pile number 1 is going to be this milky carnelian. I love this stone. It is so pretty. It's got this milky, frosted, cast on it. It's stunning. Okay, so this is pile number 1. It's milky carnelian. Pile number 2 is going to be this grape agate, which is one of my favorite stones. It's so cute. It's kind of purple and teal. It's a beautiful little stone. It looks like a little cluster of grapes, This is grape agate. And then pile number 3, I do not, for the life of me, know what this what this stone is called, but it kind of reminds me of moss or like a nugget of like really high quality green. So I can't remember what it's called, but there's this also this green clustery mossy looking stone. It looks like a moss covered rock on like a rainy day, you know? Like I really love this stone. It's really pretty. I just can't for the life of me remember what it's called. Okay, so pile number 1, milky carnelian, pile number 2, the grape agate, and pile number 3, this green mossy stone. All right, so I'm going to take a little sip of my iced coffee. I'm going to use my singing bowl, and then we'll jump into the reading. Oh, I have these upside down. I was like, what the hell is happening? Okay. Yeah, these are all upside down. Okay. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose this milky carnelian, then this is your pile. Okay, first things first, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into this and say that this does feel like a romantic or a love connection. If that doesn't resonate, you might be at the wrong pile, okay? Always, you know, sometimes people will, in tarot community, will pick a pile and they'll do like a pick a pile tarot reading, and they'll like leave like comments in the comment section like, this pile doesn't resonate for me at all, blah 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 blah. And sometimes I just want to be like, maybe that's because you guys didn't check in with your intuition. Like, you know, like it's not always that the tarot reader can't read tarot. Sometimes it's that you know, you're just at the wrong pile, or that this reading wasn't for you. So make sure that you're like really checking in with your intuition here, okay? Never, ever, ever force a reading to fit. If something doesn't resonate, don't take it, okay? All right. Okay, so where do I want to start? Let's start with the Spirit Animals Oracle, okay? So the first thing that came out was Puffin Partnership, okay? Sea Turtle Protection, Loon Intuition, and then Butterfly Rebirth, but it's in reverse, okay? I feel very strongly that this is a romantic connection in which you are, or the person on your mind is trying to guard themselves from this relationship. I feel like this is a very spiritually led connection in which spirit or the universe or God or whatever you want to label it is trying to call you and this person into a rebirth, into an ascension, into like an uptick in your spiritual development, but this person is resisting this with this rebirth in reverse. I feel like you guys have this very beautifully deep intuitive connection. I feel like you connect on a soul level. I feel like you, for the most part, you really understand each other and the way the other person operates. I feel like you're alike in a lot of ways, and that this feels like a perfect match. I feel like you feel like this person really accepts and loves you for who you are, and that's kind of what drew you to this person. But I feel like for whatever reason, pride got in the way, because in this Moonology deck, it says, don't let pride get in your way, and it's in reverse. And then it's step out of your comfort zone, North Node, and then surrender to the divine. I feel like you guys might be at a little bit of a separation from this person because somebody's ego got bruised and pride got in the way, and now you're kind of at an energetic standstill. And you're like, okay, well, I know what happened on this surface level. I know that 1 + 1 = 2. I know that I said this, and then they said this, and then this is what transpired. But I feel like there's more to this than what I can see, and that's what led you here to this pile. You would be correct. Okay, so you've got Sisterhood of the Rose. This is the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. I have a couple of her decks. I love her artwork. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. You have stop overthinking, keep facing your true node. You're already doing it. And then you have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Okay. And then you have get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. I feel like that this person to you is a spiritual teacher. I feel like this is, like I said earlier, this is a very divinely guided situation where this person is probably like a high-level soulmate, where they are brought into your life as a spiritual teacher. They're meant to trigger you in some ways, but trigger you in a very healthy way, where you're meant to grow and develop and learn and grow with one another. But I see you guys view the world from very, very different perspectives. And I see how this could possibly have led to hurt or wounding or triggering in some way, okay? So as far as the tarot goes, you have the Ace of Wands, and then you have the Empress, okay? You have the Star, and then you have the Knight of Cups, okay? You have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and then you have the Ten of Pentacles upright. You have the Justice, and then you have the King of Swords. So I feel like there was a very, very clear, like, sexual, erotic, passionate energy. Like, this was, like, hot and passionate. But I feel like with it being clarified, you got the Ace of Wands clarified by the Empress. I feel like this is so much deeper than just, like, passion or physical attraction. Yes, there is a lot of passion and physical attraction here, but the Empress, clarifying this, is like the Empress is the combination of all four of the queens, all four of the feminine energies: Cups, Pentacles, Swords, Cups, Pentacles, Swords. Why is my brain going blank? And Wands. She's all of the above. So I feel like you are attracted to this person in a holistic view. You liked all of them. You liked their mind. You liked their physicality. You liked the way they speak. You like their emotional maturity. You liked every aspect about this person. So obviously there's a very deep physical attraction from the get-go, okay? With the star here being clarified by the Knight of Cups, the star is indicative of healing for me. I also noticed that this woman is nude, so you may have been healing like your heart, and because it's like her lower chakras are covered, right? But her pretty much from her heart upward is exposed. So I feel like this was a very heartfelt, heart-led connection in which this person really allowed you into their heart. They allowed you into their mind, and I feel like you might have spoken about more esoteric or spiritual things. I feel like this person was very spiritually open to you, and I feel like this is what started this romantic connection and made you want to move forward and really offer this person this cup of love, this cup of deeper emotion, right? But what happened? Where did this all fall through? You've got the Three of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, and what this immediately communicates to me is I don't want to be your friend. I'm not interested in being your friend. The Three of Pentacles is about friendship. It's about camaraderie. It's about coming together and collaborating on something. And then the Ten of Pentacles is about a happy and stable home. It's about loyalty. It's about building. It's about like wanting to build with somebody. It's about seeing a stable, committed future with someone, okay? In the context of a love reading. So when I laid these cards out, I immediately was heard in my spirit, I'm not interested in being your friend. I don't want to be your friend. I want to be your all or your nothing. I want a home with you. I want to move in with you. I want a stable and healthy relationship with you. I don't want to just collaborate with you. I don't want to just be your friend and shoot the shit. I want to build. I want to grow. I see a future with you, and I'm not interested in just being a friend, okay? And then the outcome here is the Justice and the King of Swords, and what this communicates to me is the outcome of this energy was a cutoff, right? This person, if it is a woman, then she reacted out of masculine energy. If this is a man, then he tapped into that like masculine energy. This King of Swords energy, the decision that was made that led you here to this video was a decision to cut things off, to be analytical instead of feeling from that heart space. I feel like this is so opposite of this energy that I was describing before. I feel like this very intuitive, very sweet, very kind, very loving, very nurturing person made a very analytical decision of, I'm not interested in being a friend. I want the long term. This person isn't offering me the long term, so I'm guarding my heart and I'm making the decision to cut this out. This person is like, nope, that's enough. I spoke my truth. I'm gonna make a decision in accordance of my truth, and my decision is to cut this out. That's immediately what I'm getting from this. I feel like this person might be a chronic overthinker because it says you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. I feel like this person did face their truth by making this decision. This was in accordance with what they want. I feel like you may not understand that this person was, this action was in accordance with themselves. Like, I don't feel like this person made this decision lightly. I feel like they were reacting out of pride, out of ego, because they didn't get the results that they wanted. But I feel like this was actually a very grounded decision that they made. I feel like this is a highly sensitive person, and they spend a lot of time like communicating with spirit. And I feel like this person decided to make this decision because they felt like by compromising their wants or their desires, that they would be dimming themselves. They would be like, they wouldn't be in accordance with themselves. They would be out of alignment with what they truly wanted, and they wouldn't be living in authentic energy. Had they decided, oh yeah, I'm comfortable with just being your friend, or I'm comfortable, you know, with whatever, I feel like this person feels like that would not be authentic for them. And if they live in inauthenticity, then they would be blocking their spiritual development. They would be hindering themselves in some way. All right, because this is clearly coming out as a love reading, I am going to pull some song cards, and then I'm going to dive a little deeper with the shadow work cards. But trigger warning with those cards, because some deep shit will come up. It's a hand. These two decks are both ones that I created. These are all songs that I hand selected. I'm actually going to buy another deck of cards and make some more, because I love music, and this is probably one of my favorite decks that I use. Let's dive a little deeper into how this person is feeling, Spirit. What is going on beneath the surface? What's going on beneath the surface? How's this person feeling? You got Praying by Kesha. I am proud of who I am. No more monsters. I can breathe again. And you said that I was done, but you were wrong, and now the best is yet to come. This did come out in reverse, so I don't feel like this is you that triggered this. I feel like this person might have been in an abusive or toxic relationship in the past, and some of those triggers from that past toxicity might have been coming up in this like altercation or this breakup or this decision, this incidents that led to this decision to walk away. 22:02 on the clock when I said that, so 202 might be significant for you. I feel like when this person made this decision to walk away or to cut things off, under the surface, they were I'm almost getting like a PTSD, like flashback. I feel like something from a past like relationship might have been triggered up, that might have contributed to this. Okay. All right, hold on. Meet me at the altar in your white dress. We ain't getting no younger. We might as well just do it. Been feeling you all a while, girl. I must confess, girl. I just want to get married. Okay. If you are resonating with a masculine energy, it could be possible that you guys just developmentally are at very different places, because I'm not getting this King of Swords as the masculine energy. I'm getting the Knight of Cups as the masculine energy. I'm getting the King of Swords as the energy that the person who cut this off was in at the time of cutting them off. 333. A coastline by hollow coves. I'm moving far away to a sunny place where it's just you and me. Feels like we're in a dream, you know what I mean? And then, in this world where nothing else is true, here I am still tangled up in you. Tangled Up in You by Stain. And then bottom of the deck, Home by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. This is my favorite love song of all time. Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. So this person has a lot of deep, deep love for you. I feel like if this person made the decision to cut you off, they still are very much so caught up in your energy. I feel like this person still thinks about you. They still reminisce about you. I feel like this person feels like you are home to them. I think they're aware of how divinely guided this connection is. I feel like this person probably thinks of you quite literally as like a soulmate, and that they're kind of mourning the loss of that. I feel like this person is probably very I feel like this person just wants something more than they think that you're willing to give. I'm curious to see what it is that you want from this. If they were correct, that you don't want a like long-term relationship, or if maybe that was just fear. So I'm gonna pull some more song cards and see your feelings towards this person, because I feel like they made the decision to cut this off because they thought that you just wanted to be friends, and this person was like developing like love feelings for you. So where are you at? So you see the smile that's on my mouth. It's hiding the words that don't come out. And all of my friends who think that I'm blessed, they don't know my head is a mess. And they don't know what I've been through like you do. Story by Brandy Carlisle. That's one of my favorite songs of all time. All of these lines across my face tell you this. Can you come fuck me right now? Okay. And then Volcano, Damien Rice. What I am to you is not real. What I am to you, you do not need. What I am to you is not what you mean to me. You give me miles of mountains and I'll ask for the sea. My hopes are so high that your kiss might kill me. So won't you kill me so I die happy? White Flag by Ditto. I know you think that I shouldn't still love you or tell you that, but if I didn't say it, well, I'd still have felt it. Where's the sense in that? I promise I'm not trying to make your life harder. Brown Eyes, I'll hold you near because you're the song I want to hear. Melody softly soaring through my atmosphere. I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you. It's the point where I love and I hate you. This is complex energy. I'm not even certain if you know exactly what it is that you feel for this person. The sexual connection is here, like deeply, with the can you come fuck me right now. And then with the story by Brandy Carlisle, it says, you see the smile that's on my mouth, it's hiding the words that don't come out. And all my friends who think that I'm blessed, they don't know my head's a mess. And I have my head's a mess underlined on that card. I feel like you might be at a place where you're trying to figure out what it is that you feel for this person. For whatever this Soul Meets Body song, I absolutely love that song, but I'm feeling like there's this past energy for whatever reason, where I touch this card and I feel like this isn't about this Empress person that you might be inquiring about. I feel like there might be a past person, possibly a past person with brown eyes. That's hyper specific, so that will resonate with for everybody. There's a past person that is still caught up in your energetic space. I feel like this past person in some way might be clouding your judgment on this current person. But there is a lot of attraction here, and I feel like you want to explore this. But you're like almost aware that this person has developed deeper feelings for you. And I'm getting indications that you might feel like you're going to hurt them. This Volcano by Damien Rice is kind of giving me slightly like narcissistic energy. I'm not going to lie. I'm not calling you a narcissist. But it's what I am to you is not real. What I am to you, you do not need. What I am to you is not what you mean to me. You give me miles and miles of mountains and I'll ask for the sea. I feel like you might have been in a very selfish consumer sort of mindset in your interactions with this person. I feel like this person, because they were showing up in this Empress energy, this like combination of everything that you could possibly want in a feminine energy, you were really just kind of like soaking up that energy, the attention, the validation, the warmth of this feminine energy. And but I feel like you're still being haunted by a past person. See, I pulled another card. This has me even more confused. It says, I want to ruin our friendship. We should be lovers instead. I don't know how to say this because you're really my dearest friend. I feel like there is a part of you that wants more with this person. But I feel like there's a past person that is still, like you're still caught up on this past person. Karma, Anne-Marie. And I'll hurt more than just your feelings, so it's best you keep your distance. Boy, I find someone to give me everything I'm missing. Karma's a bitch, and her name is Anne-Marie. You ain't on shit, shorty. I ain't even gonna make a scene, cause you ain't even that fine to be wasting my time. That dick too small to be acting so big. Who is he? I get drunk on jealousy, but you come back each time you leave, because darling, I'm a nightmare dressed as a daydream. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I miss you by Blink-182. Please don't say we're done when we're not finished. I could give you so much more. Ooh, this is complex, y'all. What the fuck did you get yourselves into? This is like deeply resonating for me. So I have a situation that is almost this exact scenario. And if the other person that's in that situation is by any chance watching this, I did not pull these cards out intentionally. I was not trying to pull specifically on that situation. It's just, I think, Spirit trying to give me some clarity on what's going on. And honestly, that just left me more confused. So I want to see, we're going to tap into my little box of trauma here. Trigger warning, this is a Thickums deck. So I usually split it up into multiple like little piles. I want to see what's actually going on here. Grippy socks. Okay, so somebody might have trapped some church, wrong place, wrong time, jealous, angry. So somebody, welcome home. So I'm seeing some religious trauma here. I'm seeing somebody getting caught up in their head. I'm seeing some jealousy and some anger here coming out. With this welcome home though, I love you. Getting even. Oh. Dominant. Getting even again. What is this getting even energy? I won't share you. Oh, okay. Pop the question, pick a date. Can't be trusted. Why them? Bad influence. There's always another way. Don't assume. Two wrongs don't make a right. Let it unfold. Glow up. Okay. All right. So what led to the breaking of this was jealousy and anger and triggering, right? I feel like somebody here might struggle with their mental health, or both people involved might struggle with their mental health. And I feel like they got all trapped up in their head. I feel like also there's something significant about this conversation that led to this like breaking and the splitting of this connection with the wrong place, wrong time. I feel like possibly this conversation could have happened when this person was already triggered about something else. Like possibly they had a bad day at work, or they were like super hungry and like kind of hangry, or like they were already upset about something else, and then this conversation happened, and because they were already kind of in that low vibrational state, it made it where the environment wasn't right to be a safe container for these deeper emotions. I feel like somebody might have tried to apply pressure here, like with the pop-up question and pick the date. I feel like this person might have been like, look, all or nothing. We're either gonna be together or we're not, you know? I feel like somebody was jumping to conclusions here. And I feel like that conclusion was that you watching were entertaining other people, and that you were in non-committal energy, and this person got triggered and jealous. They're like, I won't share you, jealous, angry. But I feel like Spirit's saying there's another way, and they're saying don't assume. So this person might have jumped to a conclusion that was incorrect. I also feel like, it says bad influence. I feel like there might have also been somebody else in the mix, like somebody giving, and I'm not even sure what side this is on, whether it's on the masculine or feminine side, but there might have been like a friend or somebody like trying to give advice, and I feel like this person was giving bad advice, whether that be intentionally or unintentionally, I'm not really sure, but somebody was giving advice that like only made this worse. Call me. Let's do this. This is not good. Faithful. I got a tarot reading. I want it all. Just do it. Okay. I feel like the advice that Spirit is giving you is to call this person, and when you're in a grounded place and you can like truly not project any insecurity or jealous, and like truly just try to talk this out, because I feel like this actually can be resolved. Do you miss me? Happily ever after. I wrote about you. I believe in love because of you. Seek adventure, love over fear. It is what it is. Divine counterpart. Let me show you real love. Trustworthy. Twin flame. What? Just a fling, and then it just a oh no. Did you silly gooses accidentally approach your divine counterpart, your like destined partner, as a fling? Is that what happened here? Oh no. You had divine counterpart, just a fling, and then twin flame as a little energetic sandwich here. I feel like somebody didn't realize that this was a deep soul connection, and they might have tried to approach this person as like a fling or as casual, and that's why this is all transpired. Baker acted. Groupie. Is this real? Journal about it. Drugs. Kink. Email. The email could also just be like online connection in general. Investigation. Isolation. Pornography. With kink and pornography, I'm just getting incredibly sexually charged energy. With email and investigation and isolation, I'm getting that one of these people or both of you guys might be like stalking each other on social media, trying to get like a feel of what's going on. I feel like you guys are writing about this in some way. It's funny because I said earlier that I have a situation where this is applicable to, where this like is definitely like my specific story. And it's funny because we both recently were writing poetry. So there might be something about like that, like trying to understand this via writing, like maybe helping get pen to paper and like trying to express it through like journaling or poetry or music, or in some way like trying to make art of it is helping you to understand it. The drugs and the Baker acted is bothering me a little bit, and then groupie and kink. and pornography. If you're struggling with your mental health, please, you know, get help that you need. This could possibly also just be like rehab. Instead of like Baker acting. Baker acting is when you like go on a little Grippy Sock vacation, and Grippy Socks did come out earlier. I myself have been on a couple of Grippy Socks vacations, and they were like quite helpful to me. So there's no shame in getting the mental health help that you need. But for whatever reason with this coming out with drugs, I feel like somebody may need to temporarily do like a rehab or like a step program or something in the separation phase, because there might be, or instead of drugs, this person might have become an addiction to you. Do you feel the same? Home. You are my world. Counseling. Excessive drinking. I told my friends about you. I'm sorry. Focus on mental health. Yeah. So I feel like behind closed doors, there's somebody, maybe both of you, but definitely one of you is struggling with like addiction and mental health struggles, and they're attempting to, within the best of their ability, to cope and to try to get the help that they need so that they can approach later on in grounded energy. Church, there's religious trauma here. Religious factors, literally, I split the deck. Look, you got church and religious factors. Agoraphobic. Wrong place, wrong time. Okay. All right, I'm gonna end it here. I hope that that helped bring you some clarity. I'll be honest, for my particular situation, it helped a tiny bit, but I mean, it just kind of was one of those situations where it was like, oh, okay, well, basically this is out of my hands and I'm just gonna have to wait and see, which is fun. I hate that answer because I'm a control freak, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna clear out that energy, and then I'm gonna jump into pile number 2. So. We've been driving so long, can't remember how we got here. How we survived so long. Something, 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 something. Shoot fire into my atmosphere. And I remember sexy, chasing the sun down so far east I'm westbound, feeling like the edge of the world is near. And you'll feel better when you wake up. Swear to God I'll make up everything and more when I get back someday. This is more than just a face. Love shooting stars all break up, and even half the world away. Things will be better in America. Heard the streets are gold there. Maybe I could fly you out this place someday. Chasing dreams like I'm another king, screaming through your airwaves. Looking back, I almost thought I heard you say, hey, you're not gonna leave me. This place is right where you need to be. Why your words gotta mean so much to them, and they mean nothing to me, so stay. You're not what you're hearing. Fuck, is this gonna be like the same energy as pile 1? No, I didn't want that. Shit. Just Fucking A. Oh, no. All right, let's do it. Hi, if you chose pile number 2, then this is your reading. If you chose this grape agate, then you are at the right pile, pile number 2. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and say there's some energy from pile number 1 in this pile. I did not do that intentionally, although I feel like this is the other person's perspective because it's the same storyline, but a slightly different perspective. So I feel like if you were drawn to pile number 1, then this reading might go with that one. So you might feel called to go into that one as well. One energy will resonate as you, the other energy will resonate as the other person, but there is a lot of mirroring energy here. I got indications in pile number 1 that it was a deeply spiritual, like soulmatey, twin flamey type of situation. So there is mirroring. So you will have similar energies. So please, please, please practice that spirit of discernment and only go watch pile number 1 if you already felt called to do so. That being said, let's jump on in. Fucking A. I was hoping that energy from pile number 1 wouldn't seep into the rest of this, but it definitely is. Okay, so what am I seeing? I am seeing a romantic connection where a decision was made to split, just like in pile number 1. I see that what's going on below the surface for this person is that they noticed the imbalance energetically within this connection. They noticed the toxicity within this connection, and they felt the burden of carrying the weight of this connection was too great for them, okay? I also feel like this person, if you came from pile number 1, right? And you were the other energy, you might have felt like that person was just being selfish or narcissistic. I even said that, like, that there was a narcissism there, a selfishness there. I feel like Spirit might have led you to this pile to understand that this person wasn't narcissistic at all, that actually they were seeing their own toxicity and they essentially think that they're not good enough, that they would hurt you, that they had too much baggage and were not the person that you needed for a long-term committed happy relationship, so that they made the decision to act kind of selfishly and to end this romantic cycle, right? You got here, you've got Raccoon Inventor. It says, decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being a trickster and practicing integrity. I feel like this person that you're inquiring about was actually trying to avoid being a trickster. They were trying to act from integrity. They might have entered into this situation because from pile number 1, they kind of entered in with this like lusty, like non-committal situationship sort of energy. And I feel like they might have realized into it, oh shit, this is actually a really good person. Maybe I shouldn't play with their emotions. Maybe I shouldn't lead them on. Maybe I don't feel like I'm emotionally ready to have a long-term committed relationship. And this person is ready, and I don't know if that's what I want or if I'm capable of giving them that. So maybe I need to pull my energy back because this person is a good person and I don't want to hurt them. I feel like this person that you're inquiring about may have entered into this situation flippantly and not caring if they hurt you or led you on because they didn't realize how good and beautiful of a person you really were, so it didn't really matter to them. They were just thinking with their dick. I'm hearing that song, Kevin Gates. I'm just thinking with my dick. Oh shit, don't. But then, once they got into it and they got to know you, they're like, oh shit, this is actually a really great person. And there is a lot of love there. I got that in pile number 1. The feelings are mutual. It's just like a situation where this person feels unworthy. They feel like they're a bad person. They feel like they haven't done enough healing. They feel immature, unqualified. They see your worth and they feel like they're not able to give you what they believe you deserve, is kind of what I'm seeing. But they want to, weirdly. You got the yes, just say yes. And then you got take a break, a life's work, not a season. And then you got trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And then the age of light, you've been training for this for a lifetime. And then you've got the crumbling, what are you clinging on to? And that's in reverse. I feel like this person on your mind is clinging to the past. They're clinging to their wounding. They're clinging to their hurt. They're clinging to past trauma and past abuse. And I feel like Spirit's trying to actually, I feel like you guys are supposed to be in a relationship. I feel like this is a twin flame soulmate connection, that you guys are divine counterparts. And this person may have not fully awakened to that. I feel like they sense it. They sense that this is a deeper spiritual connection. They sense that this connection is different in some way. But I feel like this person may have like kind of a pessimistic mindset, where they may think that they're not worthy of this. That like, yes, they found their soulmate and fuck, I'm not ready for a soulmate. Spirit, the universe, God hates me. Why would they send me this person? Like, right person, wrong time. I feel like they're kind of missing the point, that Spirit has actually sent this person at the perfect time, because this person is meant to show them that because they're divine counterparts, they're equals. And that the person on your mind doesn't understand that energetically you're equals. I think this person might have you on a pedestal. They might see you as above them, or exalted, or more mature, or more developed, or whatever. And I feel like this person needs to understand, to one, take you off the pedestal because you're not perfect, and to two, understand that energetically you guys are equals, or Spirit wouldn't have brought you into their lives. I feel like you got a time to give rather than take. A new romantic cycle begins. A time for healing in reverse. I feel like this person is resisting healing that's meant for them, and they're clinging on to the past. A time to breathe out. I feel... Bless this person's heart. I'm glad I watched pile number 2, because pile number 1 was my situation that I'm currently going through, but it felt more like my energy, and it left me more confused. Pile number 2 is giving me clarification on what the hell was going on with my person, because I've been like, the fuck? So this is giving me some clarity, like it's helping me to understand. Makes me a little sad, because I think quite highly of my person. So it makes me kind of sad that they're in this energy, but you know, it is what it is. I can't control how other people think. I keep hearing something that I heard in a meditation I did last night with my friend Hope. She led a guided meditation, and I only jumped in the end, where she led like a body meditation, where she was having us feel the energy through our limbs, and like really like work on harnessing and feeling into that energy within our physical body. And then she told us to come up with our own mantra, and what mantra spoke to us. And I'm hearing now the mantra that I came up with within that, the affirmation that I came up with within that meditation. And it was, I am safe in this body. I am safe in this timeline. I am safe within this moment. And I just kept repeating that. I am safe within my body. I'm safe within this timeline. I'm safe within this moment. I feel like this person may have felt unsafe. And then they meet you, and they feel like they can finally relax and take a full deep breath. It's reminding me of, I was telling actually the person that I'm thinking about now, I told them one time on the phone that I struggle immensely with social anxiety. And one of the ways that I know that I'm masking is I always like tighten up my stomach muscles. Like anytime I'm in a social situation, I'm always like clenching, and then I'll get into the car and it's like my body will relax and I'll be like, oh, I can finally breathe again. And then like, it's not like I'm not chubby or anything, but this is like loose, you know, I'm not clenching, I'm not tight, I'm not tense, right? I feel like there's something about safety and security within this person's presence that like when you communed with this person, when you talked to this person, when you were in this person's energy, you felt loose, you felt relaxed, you felt sleepy. I know that sounds silly, but like there's this thing within like Buddhist teachings where it's like butterflies are actually a bad indication that that person is not aligned with you. When you feel safe and secure and you feel sleepy, when you feel restful, like you feel like you could breathe with this person, where you could rest with them, that is an indication of soulmate energy. But I feel like because they went into this in trickster energy, there is a scorpionic energy that I'm picking up here. It says in the peacock, you were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. I'm catching indications of ego here and a flamboyantness and a showing off. Like, look what I can do. Look at my intelligence. Look at, you know, like peacocking, you know, like ruffling up your feathers and be like, you know, like, hey girl, shawty, what it do? Look at these feathers. You know, like in the animal kingdom, how the males are very like chauvinistic. I feel like there might have been a little bit of that happening, where it's like, look at my intelligence, look at me flex my knowledge, or let me flex my giftings, or let me flex my skills or my maturity in some way, like almost like putting on a show. And then I feel like there was an awareness of that later on, like in the quiet moments. It's like, oh shit, I'm showing up inauthentically. I'm showing up in this energy, and this person is so loving and so kind, and they accept me and blah, 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 and maybe I need to show up right, but I don't know if I can show up right. Oh no, I'm a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. And like, they came hard down on themselves. But I feel like they know that they're showing up in shaman energy. So this is a very spiritually evolved person, just like the other person. Like I said, they're energetic equals. This person just doesn't believe it. Because they're spiritually gifted, just as much so as their other person that they think they're undeserving of, there was an intuitive knowing that they're supposed to pursue a romantic relationship with this person. There's an intuitive knowing on a subconscious level that they might even possibly are supposed to marry this person or end up with this person. And it's like, they wanted to say yes to this. They wanted to pursue this. They wanted to trust this path, right? That spirit was like pivoting and like leading them down this new path. They might have had a very clear direction that they thought they were going in life, and then they meet this person and it's like there's a pivot and there's a new door that opens up a new path. And there might have even been signs or synchronicities that they were supposed to go down this path. Like they lose a job, and like maybe that job is holding them to a specific location and they lost that job. So now it's like, okay, now the doors are open to pursue a career somewhere else. Or maybe like friendship cycles and stuff were coming to a close to make room for this new person. Or like there's like a pivot, like a forceful like redirecting to help this person align, right, with you watching, or for me, because this is also resonating deeply for me in a specific scenario. And then there was a resistance to it. There was a fear, because the burden of this happy home felt too much to carry. I'm going to jump into the ego and the triggering and the shadow. to see what exactly is triggering this, but I already know for my specific scenario, because I know a little bit about my person's past, that this is because they didn't grow up in a stable home. They grew up in a very toxic environment, so they don't know what a happy, healthy family in marriage looks like. They don't know what this is. They don't understand this energy. They've never experienced this energy. So the idea of trying to build this was too heavy of a load for this person to carry. So they went into hermit energy, and then they feel like it's self-sabotaging energy. They went into hermit energy, and now they feel like they've been left out in the cold, that they always have to be in this poverty sort of energy, that like their inner child is wounded, that they are left out in the cold, that they're always going to be left out in the cold, that they can't have a happy, healthy home. So they made a judgment call because they believed that there wasn't an ability for an equal give and take. There was no balance here. They felt like this was an imbalanced connection, so they made a judgment call. And they spoke their truth. I feel like this person feels as if they spoke the truth. I don't know if they actually did, but I also feel like this is the cutting away at this connection. All right, so, whew, I'm happy that this kind of lingered in because this gives me some clarity, but it's heavy. Oh my God. Hoping the third pile has nothing to do with my situation at all. All right. Let's get some songs. All right, I'm gonna get a song for you watching, or me, okay? What is your energy in this? Where are you going that you no longer belong here? And the distance tells you that distance must come between love. Where have you been, love? When the mistakes we made was never having planned to fall in love, love. Yep, it resonates. Oh, okay, another one for the person watching. Thank God that you're here with me, and I know you too well to say that you're perfect, but you see, oh sweet love, you're perfect to me. Perfect to me from Ron Hope. And then Mess With Your Head by Julia Love. You couldn't save me, my hesitation and my holding my breath. I led you into the garden of my loneliness. Wish that you left before it all burned down. Oh, Julia, I'm sorry what I do to you. Push and pull and mess with your head. Okay, and then you don't give your heart in pieces. You don't hide yourself to tease us. Uncontrolled, uncontained. Your love is a fire burning bright for me. It's not just a spark. It's not just a flame. Your love is a light for all the world to see. Okay, so you watching, see the deep spiritual nature of this. You also, you're missing this person. You're like, where the fuck did you go? And I'm hearing, where did you go? I miss you so. Feels like forever since you've been gone. Where'd you go? I haven't heard that song in years. Okay, so now the person on your mind, the person you're watching for, what's going on in their head? That was so quick. Push by Matchbox 20. Said, I don't know if I've ever been good enough. I'm a little bit rusty and I think my head is caving in. And I don't know if I've ever been really loved by a hand that's touched me. Oof, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, that hurt my heart. Okay. White Blood by Oh Wonder. I'm ready to fall, so tired of it all. Deep down in a hole, can't do it alone. I'm ready to climb this mountainside, impossible heights. Said you'd always be my white blood. Circulate the right love. I need you right here with me. I Want You by Savage Garden. You'll never know what hits you when I get to you. Oh, I want to know if I need you, but oh, I'd die to find out. Chasing love that could never be mine. Maybe one day you'll realize my heart I surrender. Drugs by Eden. But I'm still caught below and I'll never let you know. No, I can't tell you nothing. because I'm a fucking mess sometimes, but I'll still be, but I could always be whatever you wanted, but not what you needed, especially when you were needing me. Yeah. Cause the Scientist by Coldplay. Come up to me, you, tell you you're sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. Come on, lady, you're my pretty baby. I'll make your legs shake. You'll make me go crazy. Okay. All right, well, fucking A, that was heavy. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, let's see what is triggering up all this heaviness. Trigger warning for this. For some of you, you might not want to watch the end of this video because it's about to get deep. I know for my specific person that this is resonating for, they have a pretty traumatic childhood, so there could be some really traumatic shit that comes out of this box, okay? All right, what's going on below the surface? What are we not seeing here? What are we not seeing here? What's factoring into this? You don't know me, okay? What's factoring into this? Miscommunication, okay. Dreaming big, say what's on your mind. Self-care, abusive, I'm not okay, assault, divorce, no justice, panic, power, abortion, fear. Shame. Unexpected loss, bad advice, switch. Okay, so a breakup with the parents is definitely affecting this. A past assault, lust, it says murder, but now I'm hearing that song, I got murder on my mind, something, something, I don't know that song. What's going on below the surface? Going on below the surface. Come on. Nope, not in there. Okay. Placing blame. Give me just a second. I dropped those. Okay. Into the unknown. Yeah, this is about a path lining up. Mommy, daddy issues. Yeah. Yep. Okay, under the influence. Okay, so false promises, humiliating, addiction. Okay, enabling, crazy, no help. What's going on behind the scenes? Trapped. Snack time. All right, so this person grew up in an unhealthy, toxic home. Their parents are probably divorced. Their life has been very unfair. You made your bed. Fear is holding me back. I cheated. Run away with me. Dominant. This is the second time dominant's come out. This person is fighting for control. They have bad influences in their life. They're also struggling with addiction. They're coping with substances. And there's a lot of shame and guilt around this. They don't want you to see their like shadow side or their ego. They don't want you to see that they're struggling. They feel like if you knew the real them, they're identifying with their shadow is what the problem is. They're identifying with their trauma. They're identifying with their addictions. They're identifying with their past. And they feel like that's the real them. They don't understand that that's not them. That that's a result of that's a symptom of the cards they've been dealt. Excessive drinking. Talking shit. It's just sex, insecure. Yeah, okay. So that's what's going on below the surface. That's what's kind of running through their mind. That's what's led to this whole situation. That's what's triggered this person to react in the way that they did. Yeah, that's that. I'm going to clear that energy. I'm going to spend a little bit of time like really smudging and really clearing that energy because I don't want this to leak into pile number 3. So thank you for watching. Come on, you can do it. Cut these freaking balls off. Come on, light the roof, the roof, the roof is on fire. We don't give a fuck, let the motherfucker burn. Come on, let's do it right. Pile number 3, please let this be a completely different situation, please. Hey. These upside down. Okay. It's like this and like this. And like this. Okay, okay, okay. When I'm walking, I strut my stuff. Man, I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite. I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on like a blister in the sun. Let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the one. All right, pile number 3. If you chose this beautiful mossy looking green shimmery 420 looking stone, then this is your pile. First things first, you might be 420 friendly, enjoy smoking marijuana because this kind of looks like a nug to me. It also looks like moss on a rainy day, so you might enjoy hiking or being in nature, or spirit might be telling you to go hike out in nature. That might actually help you to gain some clarity on this situation. Spoiler alert, this is also a love reading. All 3 piles in some way could have a connection to you, so if you feel like watching from the beginning to the end, go ahead and do that. This one does feel a little bit different than piles number 1 and 2, so you don't need to go watch piles number 1 and 2 unless you had already felt called to do so. However, but like pile number 1 and 2, I'm getting indications that this is a love connection, okay? So what's going on below the surface? Well, let's jump into it, why don't we? This is a love connection where there was a little bit of heartbreak and betrayal. Somebody feels like they've been stabbed in the back. Somebody feels very wounded, okay? But I feel like this was divinely guided, okay, with the Hierophant here. I feel like this was wounded. I feel like this heartbreak, this hurt, this wounding was divinely guided because somebody needed to move on, because somebody was in player or juggling energy, and Spirit saying you need to move on from this juggling sort of energy. We're not, make a decision is kind of what Spirit is trying to tell somebody. Like somebody was wanting to have their cake and eat it too. Somebody was, I'm getting third party indications, but please remember that third party does not always mean another person. Sometimes third party is like, I'm prioritizing my career, or I'm prioritizing my passions or my social life or whatever. So this doesn't have to be another person, okay? There's only 2 energies showing up here. But there is a juggling aspect here, like somebody not wanting to make a clear choice. And I feel like Spirit and the universe led to a stabbing, a hurt. Like I'm seeing somebody stab a knife and then twist like underneath the rib cage. But I feel like this is all very divinely guided, right? Then you've got the 6 of Wands, which is the victory card, leading into the 4 of Wands, which to me is the marriage or the twin flame union card, because you got the 11-11 with the 4 of Wands here. I feel like this wounding, this triggering, this whatever was needed to force somebody to get out of that juggling energy, right? It's forcing solitude to reflect and to get clear on what you want. And I'm hearing that scene in The Notebook where Noah goes up to Allie and he's like, what do you want? And Allie's like, I don't know. And he's like, what do you want? You know, I'm seeing that. That scene always annoys me. I'm like, oh my God, you have to choose between 2 handsome men that both want to marry you. Wah. You know, like, that movie is supposed to like be romantic, but to me it's like, okay, let's romanticize infidelity and just emotional immaturity and abuse and just, ugh. I don't like Allie. Allie's an abusive twat waffle. But anywho, I do enjoy the movie. She bothers me. But anywho, now I'm hearing the heart wants what it wants. These 2 people are both very intuitive, because you've got the King of Cups and you've got the Queen of Wands. But where their intuition comes from is 2 very different places, right? The way these people view the world, the way they see the world, the way they understand and comprehend like the astral God, divinity, and even love is a very different perspective. I feel like they're both very intuitive people. I feel like they are an energetic match, weirdly, even though they're of different suits. They're both, he's a king, she's a queen. They're equals, right? But he's a King of Cups. He's emotionally intelligent. He operates from his heart space. He might be heart-led. Now, keep in mind, you might want to flip these around. You can show up in king energy and be a woman, you know? So keep that in mind. But I'm just going to use he, him pronouns right now to just keep it kind of easy, because I'm talking about the energy, not the body, okay? And then she, the Queen of Wands, is led through passions and inspiration and creativity, right? And that's where she connects with spirit. So this King of Cups connects with spirit, God, divinity through his heart space, through his deeper emotions, right? Through exploring connection, exploring love, diving deep into the psyche, that heart chakra. That's where they feel the most connected to spirit. As to where this Queen of Wands feels the most connected spirits through creation and exploration, and possibly even passion and sex. That's where she feels the most tapped into her divinity, right? Also, Queen of Wands to me is witch bitch energy, right? It's very witchy, very esoteric, as to where the King of Cups is very intuitive, but they might not identify that as like spirituality or like witchcraft or things of that nature. They might be intuitive, but then just seeing it from more of like a psychoanalytical standpoint, where they're just like, oh yeah, well, I'm intuitive because I have pattern recognition, or I'm intuitive because of past experiences. This has happened in the past, so then I pick up on those subtle cues, those subtle energies, and that's why I'm intuitive, right? They might also feel like they see into people very naturally, that they're a good reader of energies. As to where her perspective of things comes from this very esoteric sort of place, this very witchy, like the way they would be talking about the exact same thing, like they would be experiencing the exact same thing. They could both get psychic downloads, like claircognitance, clairaudience, whatever, but the way they relate to it, she would call it claircognitance, clairaudience, clairsentience, as to where he would be like, oh yeah, sometimes I just know things. You know what I mean? Like I pick up on things. I'm very perceptive, you know? So they are a match, but they have a different way of viewing the world that's quite compatible, actually. They can teach each other a lot, okay? Let's jump into the animal cards. Okay, so you got Tiger, Fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my head in reverse. So the person you're inquiring about here, it's like they're cutting themselves off for their passions. They might actually feel like their passions are a hindrance on their decision making. If you're inquiring about this Queen of Wands energy, she might usually operate from her passions, but decide that possibly this isn't the best energy for her to be in right now. You know, maybe she's deciding like, okay, I usually operate from my passions and that's gotten me nowhere, so let me attempt to make more of an analytical, logical choice, you know? Prosperity, somebody's feeling unprosperous, they're feeling left out in the cold, they're not tapped into their divinity or intuition, and they feel unprepared for this situation, because you've got the squirrel always prepared in reverse, you've got magic in reverse, and you got prosperity in reverse, right? So I feel like this person feels like they're out of alignment with spirit, with their passions, with their, I'm getting you're probably inquiring about this Queen of Wands, okay? Intuitively. I mean, but switch it around if you're not. But I'm feeling like this Queen of Wands feel like they've stepped out of alignment with the universe. They feel like, almost like spirit God has abandoned them. It didn't. But this person might be feeling like a little left out in the cold, a little unfortuitous, a little not so prosperous. I feel like this person, however, is trying to lean on their community, on their friends. They might be like communing a lot with their friends, trying to keep themselves busy and work and around people and heavily involved in their community. They might be pouring themselves into like trying to love on others, their friends, their family, their job, whatever, in an attempt to not sink too deep into this. I'm out of alignment with my fire. I feel unprepared. I don't see the magic and wonder in the world. I don't feel prosperous in this situation. And this is giving like dark night of the soul sort of energy. This person is going through an awakening and an uptick. This is actually very, very much so divinely guided. This person is a star seed. Take that with a grain of salt. I feel like the star seed label is kind of naturally sort of racist. You can dive deep into that on your own accord. But like, I believe in the general message of a starseed. I just don't, how do I put this? I believe there are some people that are sent in an incarnation to this realm in this lifetime to be like earth angels and to help with the ascension and the awakening of earth. So in that sense, I believe in starseeds, right? But I don't identify with like these specific people that are like blonde hair, blue-eyed, you know, are aliens and they're divinely guided and they're superior in any way. Like, that's just racism, you know what I mean? So yeah, Star Mother. I feel like this is about tapping into, why am I hearing Mary Did You Know? I'm hearing that like Christmas song, Mary Did You Know that your baby boy one day rule the nations? Mary, did you know? Okay, so there might be something here. If this person is a mother, there might be something about like they're up-leveling and they're growing spiritually so they can learn to nurture and to mother their children, because their children might actually be very important or influential. Or if they're not a mother, they might be a nurturer and like a spiritual mother to others. Like they might be a leader in some way, and they're within their power when they're in that nurturing motherly sort of energy. Longing for home, belonging to the origin of light work. This person is a light worker. They might feel a little empty. They might feel like, I want to go home, but not be able to identify what home is. It's very common with light workers and healers, and also like a neurodivergence. A lot of times they'll grow up in their childhood and be longing for home, and they don't know what home means because their childhood home, their family never felt like home. It's very, very common. This person is currently working through their fears. They're trying to make adjustments in their 3D reality to bring this situation to a resolution. They're trying to make sense of situations and bring this chapter to a close. But they're not getting the answers that they need right now. They're feeling that their intuition is blocked. They're not clear on what direction they're going in. And this is because it says you and your loved ones are safe. They feel unsafe. They feel triggered. They feel out of alignment. They don't feel like I keep getting, Father, why hast thou forsaken me? And then Mary, did you know? I'm getting like a lot of like biblical references. Maybe this person grew up in a Christian home. But I feel like that's just, it's not necessarily important. I feel like that's just symbolic of the energy that this person is in. So the Father, why hast thou forsaken me, is Jesus on the cross, right? And Jesus was literally, supposedly, if you believe in this mythology, because I believe the Bible is mythology, okay? I don't want to get into a debate of whether God is the one true God and all that bullshit. I'm literally going to use it from like a mythological standpoint, okay? If you believe in that mythology, right? Jesus was on the cross, right? He was the Son of God. He was the Messiah, the Savior, all that, right? He was the human version of God. Him and God are one and the same, right? He was perfect and without sin, according to this mythology, right? And even though he was the literal Son of God, even though he was the most connected to God that one can be, even though that he was the earthly version of God himself, his faith wavered. I feel like Spirit is saying this person is divinely gifted. This person is connected to God. This person in some ways is like a savior to the world, not in like they are the Messiah. That would be ridiculous. But I feel like that they have a huge purpose, and that God has not left them. God has not forsaken them. God has not abandoned them. It's quite the opposite. God is utilizing them right now, just like Jesus on the cross. That heartbreak, that gut-wrenching pain, that sacrifice where he felt abandoned by God was divinely orchestrated according to this mythology. to be the ascension of earth. And I feel like what's going on with this person right now is they're going through this dark night of the soul situation. They're going through this ascension, but this ascension is very painful, and they feel left out. They feel abandoned. They feel, I keep hearing despondent, which to me isn't the right word, but that's what I keep hearing. And this person is struggling in their faith deeply. They're deeply struggling in their faith. All right, I'm not getting that this is a love connection, so I'm not going to do this, okay? But I am going to do this. This box can be quite triggering. This is my shadow work box. So Spirit, what is going on below the surface here? What is triggering this feeling left out? Thantophobic, fear of death. I don't believe you. One more chance, not guilty. Big dick energy, consensual, slander. I want to make love, the real deal. The thantophobic is standing out to me. I don't feel like this person is literally afraid that they're gonna die. I feel like they might be, like when I have a panic attack, sometimes I feel like I'm dying. Like I feel like I can't breathe properly. This person might also feel like people are judging them, or like, okay, so like Jesus on the cross again, where the Pharisees were like condemning him for blasphemy, right? And he's like, I'm not being blasphemous, you know? Like I'm not guilty of what you guys are. Look at what card is on here. This is like one of the few cards that I have that is painted, excuse my art is mediocre at best, but this is my starseed card. This person is feeling misunderstood. They're feeling like, I see somebody on trial. Now I'm seeing like the Salem witch trials, and they're being accused of being a witch or whatever. But this person was just like practicing herbalism and like trying to help, you know, or like a midwife back in like the Renaissance era, like she had to possibly perform an abortion or something, because had she not, the mother would have died, you know, they would have lost both of them. But like these egotistical males who don't understand medicine and don't whatever are like, witch, she's a baby murderer, she sacrificed the baby, she fornicates with the devil. And she's like, no, I'm just trying to save this woman. There's something here about like slander and people coming against this person, and this person, this person feeling attacked and like retreating into their shell. Gold digger, co-worker, vacation. Maybe this person, I heard a rumor, maybe this person, people are talking about this person and telling, like, saying like they're gold digger, or they're just, you know, out for money, or they're just here for power, and, you know, this, that, and the other. Take advice. I want it all. Yeah, people are talking shit on this person and saying that they're somebody that they're not. Cloudy, finish it, talking shit. I literally just said that. Holy crap. It's just sex, insecurity. Yeah, if this person is a romantic connection, I'm not specifically getting romantic connection, but if this person is a romantic connection, this person could have heard gossip about themselves. Like they could have heard people saying that, oh, they're just a gold digger, they just want you for sex or whatever. And this made this person feel attacked. It made them feel misunderstood. It made them feel insecure, because that's not where their heart is. Their heart is in the right place. They're a very great person. They are the real deal here. So this person might have retreated into their shell. They might be like a Cancer Mars. I am, where it's like if they get triggered, they kind of hide. Conflict avoidant. I'm not okay. Dominant. Run away with me. I cheated. Fear is holding me back. Okay, yeah. There's a power struggle here, but I feel like the power struggle is like other people wanting to be above this person. They're like fighting for dominance, and this person's, it's like people are in a fight against this person. This person isn't wanting to fight back. They've gone into hiding, and they're not okay. They're like really struggling with this. People might be like, oh yeah, they cheated on you, or they did this, or they did that, or, and I feel like truly none of it is true. I feel like this person is a very good person, and I feel like this person probably needs to speak up and like, kind of like essentially like clear their name, but this person doesn't want to. They feel almost as if you love them and you're meant to be in their life, you'll understand that on your own. And maybe you will now that you've seen this. Maybe now that you've seen this video, you'll understand that and you'll go, oh, wow, actually that makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? I dropped a card here on the floor. Let me see. What it is. You don't know me. Yeah, this person feels attacked. They feel like these people who are talking shit on them don't know them. So they're like, you don't know me. How are you saying that I'm like this bad person, or that I've done this or that? You don't know me. So how can you pass judgment on me, is how this person is feeling. So they've gone into hiding. That's what's happening below the surface. That's what's going on. So if you enjoyed today's video, I thank you for watching. Feel free, it's never expected, but always appreciated if you guys would like to make a donation to my channel. My Venmo and stuff is linked in the bio. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, I do accept them. You can private message me over on Instagram. I have one Instagram only. It's not your average glow up. No numbers, no additional symbols in it or anything like that. The link for that will also be in the bio. That is the only Instagram page that I have. I have had, my nose is now itchy. I have had scammers and stuff try to impersonate me in the past. I will never reach out to you for a reading. If I message you and I'm like, hey, I'm feeling drawn to do a tarot reading for you, and you know, like, Spirit is telling me that you're struggling and here's a tarot. That's not me. That's an impersonation. Please don't get scammed, guys. But I am currently booking private readings, so if you'd be interested in that, hit me up. You have to reach out to me. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I hope you guys have a magical, wonderful, lovely day. Bye.